evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I am Jagdish Mukhi with the evening news. First, the headlines. President Droupadi Murmu says democracy not only grows roots in Indian soil but it is enriched too. Assam and Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi says we must break colonial miasma and march with the rest of the country in our journey of shared prosperity. Partition Horror Remembrance Day being observed today to commemorate victims during partition of India in 1947 and a nation to celebrate its 76th year of independence tomorrow. And now the news in detail. President Droupadi Murmu has said that when India won independence, there were many international leaders and experts who were skeptical about the success of democratic form of government in India. Addressing the nation on the eve of 76th Independence Day, Murmu said Indians proved the skeptics wrong, adding that democracy not only grew roots in this soil, it was enriched too. She said many great freedom fighters did their duty and passed on the torch of awakening, leaving little trace of their heroic deeds. Murmu said in most other well-established democracies, women had to wage long-drawn struggles to get the right to vote, but India adopted universal adult franchise right since the beginning of the Republic, enabling each and every adult citizen to participate in the collective process of nation building. Talking about COVID-19, the president said the world has seen a new India rising in recent years, more so after the outbreak of COVID-19, and response to the pandemic has been appreciated everywhere, adding that by the year 2047, we will have fully realized the dreams of our freedom fighters, Murmu said, are already on course to build an Atmanirbhar Bharat, an India that would have realized its true potential. She further said that our country has given us everything we have in our life and we should pledge to give everything we can for the sake of safety, security, progress and prosperity of our country. President Murmu stressed that our existence will become meaningful only in building a glorious India. Assam and Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi has said that nation's freedom was the result of years and decades and centuries of sacrifice and valor on the part of our ancestors and our revered freedom fighters. In his message to the people of the state on the eve of 76th Independence Day of the country, Mukhi said the freedom fighters came from all regions of the country, all sections of society, all communities and all social and economic groups. He congratulated the people of Nagaland for responding to the call of our visionary Prime Minister in the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign by hoisting the national flag at every household and also complimented the state government for taking the initiative to achieve the campaign. Stating that Nagaland has been and shall ever remain an integral part of India, he said while preserving our unique cultural identity, we must break the colonial miasma and march in step with the rest of the country in our journey of shared prosperity. The governor said in order to make a glorious Nagaland, we must prioritize developing our most precious human resource, which unfortunately has suffered a relative decline in recent decades. While exhorting the youths of the state, Governor Mukhi urged them to race ahead, keeping pace with time, technology and contemporary realities. The governor's address will be broadcast in both channel of All India Radio Kohima, FM Tragopan and primary channel at 8:30 p.m. tonight. Partition Horror Remembrance Day is being observed today. It commemorates the victims and sufferings of people during the partition of India in 1947. In a fitting tribute to all those who lost their lives due to the partition of the nation and were displaced from their roots, the government had last year decided to observe 14th August every year as the day to commemorate their sacrifice. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid homage to all those who lost their lives during partition. In a tweet, Modi applauded the resilience as well as grit of all those who suffered during that tragic period of our history. Prime Minister said that partition's pains can never be forgotten. Union Home Minister Amit Shah bowed to the lakhs of people who suffered the brunt of partition in 1947. In a series of tweets, Shah said, "Partition of the country in 1947 is that inhuman chapter of Indian history which can never be forgotten." The minister added that this day will remind the young generation about the torture and pain suffered by people during partition and will continue to inspire countrymen to maintain peace and harmony in the country. The nation will celebrate its 76th year of independence tomorrow. India is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, marking 75 years of independence. Prime Minister will lead the nation in celebrating the Independence Day from the ramparts of the Red Fort in New Delhi tomorrow. He will hoist the national flag and deliver the customary address to the nation. Delhi police had made elaborate security arrangements in the national capital in view of 76th Independence Day. Special arrangements have been made in and around Red Fort, from where the Prime Minister will address the nation. Over 10,000 police personnel will be deployed in the national capital to ensure foolproof security arrangements. For the convenience of public and security reasons, certain traffic restrictions have been imposed around the Red Fort tomorrow. As many as 8 roads will be closed for general traffic from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Meanwhile, the state-level celebration of the Independence Day will be held at the Secretariat Plaza Kohima, where DGP Nagaland will review the parade at 8:50 a.m., followed by hoisting of national flag and Rashtriya salute by the Chief Minister. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ reliving the journey of India since independence over the last 75 years with All India Radio. Starting 15th August, the series will be broadcast on All India Radio 100.1 FM Gold channel, primetime news bulletins and across all its platforms. Tune in to stay updated with All India Radio.
You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. A total of 1,082 police personnel have been awarded police medals on the occasion of Independence Day 2022. 347 personnel awarded police medal for gallantry, 87 with President's Police Medal for distinguished service, and 648 personnel awarded police medal for meritorious service. 109 CRPF personnel and 108 Jammu and Kashmir police personnel have been awarded police medal for gallantry. 7 personnel have been awarded President's Correctional Service Medal for distinguished service, and 38 personnel have been given the Correctional Service Medal for meritorious service. The third quarterly National Lok Adalat NLA undertaken by the District Legal Services Authorities DLSAs under the aegis of the Nagaland State Legal Services Authorities NSLSA yesterday disposed of 230 cases and disputes with a total settlement amount of 4,29,66,737 rupees. Out of 11 Lok Adalat sitting constituted in the 11 District Court premises, 787 cases were listed for compromise settlement, which included cases in pending stage as well as in pre-litigation stage, mostly in the category of bank recovery, criminal compoundable cases, and motor accident cases, tribunal, and other cases. Kohima DLSA took up the highest number of cases at the district court premises, out of which 20 cases were amicably resolved and disposed. Nagaland today reported 4 new positive cases of COVID-19, 5 recoveries, and 2 deaths. The new cases were reported from Kohima with 2 and 1 case each from Dimapur and Mokchong, while the recovered cases were reported from Dimapur with 3 and 2 from Mokchong. With this, the state total cases reached to 35,870 with 33,551 total recovered cases. At present, there are 36 active cases, while deaths due to COVID-19 increased to 770. And to end the news, here are the headlines once again. President Droupadi Murmu says democracy not only grows roots in Indian soil, but it is enriched too. Assam and Nagaland Professor Jagdish Mukhi says we must break colonial miasma and march with the rest of the country in our journey of shared prosperity. Partition Horror Remembrance Day being observed today to commemorate victims during partition of India in 1947, and a nation to celebrate its 76th year of independence tomorrow. And that is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.